Salute, it's the Kevin Speaks, and we're here at the 54th Legislative Conference here in Albany, New York. I'm actually here with another in person video with first time conference goer and my beloved baby cousin, one of the triplets, Miss Arnelle Williams. Arnelle, how you doing?
Hi, Kuzo.
Hi,
I had
cuz.
to. I'm doing super duper well. Thanks for having me. Very excited. First time for everything, so super excited.
Absolutely. Thank you for sitting down with me. So, cuz, let me ask you, what has been your experience like thus far at the conference?
I'll be honest, a
Talk
little
to me.
bit overwhelming because it's first time, and you see a lot of beautiful black and brown people,
Oh, we
a
love
lot
that.
of tables, a lot of ambition, a lot of just healthy spirit and joy. And so
Absolutely.
when you're in a space where there's not a lot of healthy spirit and joy, it could kind of be overwhelming, which is a little bit sad to say.
Mm,
But I'm so grateful to be here. The highlight of my day so far was going to the Women Empowerment Brunch. And
absolutely.
so I don't want to go too more into details before you ask me questions, but it's been great.
Absolutely. So, Arnell, without giving the people too much about what you do, we know you're an educator. Could you tell me, like, with your experience being an educator and then coming to a conference like here, is there any crossover? Is there anything that you've been able to take away that can add to your professional journey?
Absolutely. I think educators are leaders. And so when you go to conferences to enhance yourself, you think about how can I take that to the classroom or the school environment that I'm in. And so for me, a lot of the rhetoric has been about empowerment, being a leader, being fierce, being unapologetic, being well versed, being just so knowledgeable, because I think today you just need to know what you're talking about and you need to be able to transfer and pass that knowledge on. So I do see, in the presence of greatness, let it rub off on me a little bit. And so
Absolutely.
I can definitely take that as an educator, keep on learning and just having that healthy drive to know more. Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. And let me mention, because you mentioned the women's empowerment brunch. Can you tell the people watching just your experience? Was it dynamic? Was it like, yeah, because it stood like it stood out to you. Could you tell us about it a little?
Yes, so it was inside of the People's Chamber or the Assembly Chamber, if I'm saying that correctly. And you got to sit, in the seats. So if you know your Assemblywoman or man, you should get to know who they are. But you see their names in boldest already. There's like the sense of, yeah, you have to see at the table. And so I sat in one of the chairs, maybe like 2 rows behind the main platform, and immediately we were welcomed by uh, the woman who ran the lecture series. So they gave a huge shout out to Dr. Una Clark, Lecture Woman Series, and so the organizers just beautiful job. And our first speaker was the Letitia James,
Oh,
and when I tell you she is a powerhouse, and she just put so much inspiration into all of us as women to continue to tap into our power. And then followed up by then we had an awesome panelist of different women in different industries. So in the healthcare industry,
absolutely.
in technologies,
Mhm.
and also nonprofit work. And then after that, we had a keynote speaker by Ashley Sharpton, who is Reverend Sharpton, as you know, daughter,
Oh,
and she
yeah.
continued to speak that energy and positivity into being a woman. What does that mean?
Okay.
So you could have not left that space feeling like I could do anything at this point,
That's incredible.
because it was just so important to be reminded of your value.
Okay. And I guess lastly, before we let you run, would you say it was important for somebody to come out and experience something like this? I know being an educator, do you think our young people should come to conferences like this? Should our peers who are also adults come to things like this?
Yes, absolutely. I think multi generational spaces like conferences, it's not exclusionary. And
Okay.
so the message is no matter what age you are, but also too that the importance of passing out information to the young people. So in the room there was a group of young people, and so I think that messaging is clear because the guidance of what's needed. You can't just assume young people just know what to do. You have to guide
Absolutely.
them. And I
Absolutely.
see myself being guided. Like I struck up a conversation with a woman that I did not know before this conference,
Oh,
and
wow.
we've been just sort of learning from each other and the work that she does in her community in Brooklyn,
Oh,
the
wow.
work that I'm aiming to do. And that to
Absolutely.
me seems like a real example of passing on information to young people.
Okay. Well, no. Well, cuz,
Mhm.
thank you so much for
Thank you.
sitting down and giving us a moment. So yeah, once again, like I told you, we're here at the conference. We wanted to shine a light on what's happening here. We want more people to get involved, especially our young people. So stay tuned and stay informed, and we'll be back after not too long.
Yes.